So, next question today is, could I do a walkthrough of Molo9's project portal? And so that's what we're going to do now. All right, so here we are at the home page. We're going to go over to Plan, Project Planner. This is only available for agency tier subscribers and above. Here we have all the different options. Going to click Start a New Project. Here we have our templates. We work very hard to keep the template list low and only containing templates that for projects that are going to get you customers and keep those customers for you. So not only help you to communicate well with clients through your first project with them, but you'll notice in each project that there are different tasks that you implement that open up the opportunity for you to retain that client for your next project. So as you're completing work for them, you're selling them on the idea of retaining you for another project after that. I recently, a friend recommended I look at this other marketing company that they had a deal where you could access like more than 100 different operating SOPs that they had, 100 different project checklists and things that they had. And I bought it just to see what they were doing. And they literally sold you they sold you checklists for like how to set up a Facebook account or how to set up a YouTube account. And it was like, are you joking? You can get this for free online. So that is not the goal with the project portal. The goal of the project portal is not to give you a bunch of just total garbage. The goal here is to give you, we're very selective about the project templates we put in here because we want to make sure that they're project templates that ease the communication between you and your client, and they help you to build a very strong and long-term relationship with your client. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to go with the SEO Complete project white label. You'll notice I have it as white label and with instructions. If you're clicking this and giving it to the client, use the white label. White label will have each task explaining to the client why that task is necessary. If you click with instructions, it's going to be teaching you how to implement that task. So you can use with instructions option with your team if you have people on the team who are new and don't know how to implement a specific task. But the one that you use with your clients is white label. Name the project. I'm going to call this delete because I don't remember to delete it after this Q&A. Client name. Client logo. You drop your client's logo in here. Take the Molo9 logo out, or you can put your own logo in here. Up to you. The priority of the project. Status. Complete project description, start date and end date if you have one. Let's say the start date is today and the end date. Sorry, I still have a little bronchitis left in my lungs. Now, if you have any documents that you've been sending back and forth with your client, this is a great place to add them. If you have any team members that you want to add to this, you can add and remove them here. If you have clients that you want to invite to view the project, you can add them by email here. They will only have access to see this project. They will not have access to an agency level subscription at Molo9. They literally get a free account that helps them to see just this project. Okay, if you want to automatically track progress, phase progress, expand tasks by default, that's all up to you. You can click yes or no here. Add milestones, and then you'll see that the phases and the tasks are all already filled in for you with an explanation for the non-marketing client, the client who doesn't necessarily understand all of the tasks you're doing in the project. This is an explanation for them on why it's important for you to complete that task. And really, this is just designed to help you have less headaches, because when you're working on your marketing project for your client, you want to be able to do a great job. And sometimes when the client's asking you 6 billion questions about why you need to complete every single task, it's hard for you to focus on actually getting the tasks done. So to try to mitigate that frustration of explaining to clients why you need to do what you need to do in order to successfully complete the project, I put all of those explanations in here for you. Yes, you should totally feel loved. Okay, so you have all the phases. You can add more. Then click Save. Okay, so we have the start date and end date. You can edit them here. You can scroll down. Here's where you'll see documents. Here's where you see the product description if you have one. And then you will see tasks here. And you can select what percentage of the task is done. And you'll see the little purple bar fills in as you complete it. If you click on a task, you will see the explanation for the task right there. Okay. And then if you want to edit the project at any time, you click here, get a new project, go to all of your projects. You can go over here. Here you'll also see any projects that have been created by other members of the Molo9 community and shared with you. You'll see a lot of the projects that I've created, and here we have all the demos that I've done. So that's why that's why you see some of the project multiple times. Or you'll see like this gentleman here, Qtome, who created the project May 23rd, he shared it with the entire Molo9 community. So if you want to create a project that you share with the entire Molo9 community, you just don't set it to private in the project settings, and it will appear here for everyone. Here you can see your completed projects, those that you have placed on hold. So let's say a client pays you, they have a retainer payment schedule, which is really popular. So they pay you, I don't know, let's see, 40% to 70% of the project up front. Then they pay you the remaining, let's say they pay you 50% of the project fee up front. They pay you another 30% after the completion of phase 1, and they pay you the remainder after the completion of phase 2. Let's say they forget to pay you. You can change the status of the project to on hold, and it will appear here. So you can click through your projects, or have your project manager click through projects, whoever's working on account receivables, and go here, see what's on hold, and they can follow up with that client saying, hey, we noticed that your project's on hold because we're waiting for the check so that for the next part of the retainer, so that we can work on the next phase. That's what the on hold section is for. And then canceled is all of the projects that you sadly had to cancel because for whatever reason the client stopped paying you or vanished, or whatever other reason you had to cancel the project. You can sync this with your iCalendar. You have your calendar here. As you'll see, the project we just created is listed here. Delete start. And that is it. You have tasks with the calendar. If you have employee accounts and you assign them a task, this is where they will see their assigned tasks. And then with the calendar, you'll be able to see if you have multiple projects. This is obviously the super cool demo user account. So there's only one project in here. For you, I'm hoping that you'll have multiple projects in here on your calendar so you can see them all here. And that's pretty much it for the project management portal.